You walked out of that interview sure you nailed it. You had the skills, you had the experience. And 3 days later, we've decided to move forward with other candidates, again. Now, people will tell you it was your nerves, that you said too many times or didn't sound polished enough. Honestly, that tiny stuff almost never gets anyone rejected. The real reasons are bigger and nastier, because the interviewer feels them but never says them out loud. Today I'm giving you the 6 that actually cost skilled people the job. Let's pull them into the light. And here's the truth this whole channel is built on. Your English, how clearly, how confidently you communicate, is the single biggest multiplier on your entire career. Not your degree, not your resume, not even your raw skill. The person who can take what they know and say it well is the one who gets the offer, gets the promotion, gets listened to in the room. And there is no higher stakes test of that skill than the few minutes you spend across an interview table. So we're going to master it there, because once you can communicate under that kind of pressure, you can do it anywhere. Here's what stings. The interviewer isn't grading you like a teacher. They're asking one silent question the entire time. Can I trust this person in front of clients, in meetings, under pressure? And your skills don't answer that question. The way you communicate them does. So a quieter, less skilled candidate who speaks with structure and confidence walks out with the offer, while you, the more capable one, get the polite rejection. That's the gap. Not between what you know and what they know, between how good you are and how good you came across. And that gap is completely fixable. So here are the 6 big ones. For each, I'll play the exact answer that quietly kills your chances, the version interviewers hear every single day, and then the simple rewrite that flips it. None of this is about a big vocabulary or sounding polished. It's about not sabotaging yourself in the moments that decide everything. Number 1 is the one almost everybody fails in the first 60 seconds. Mistake 1, and it's the biggest. Tell me about yourself. Watch the version that loses the room. So, I grew up in Ohio, I went to school there, then I got my degree, then I joined this company. Then after 2 years I switched, and I also like hiking, and... Stop. 4 minutes, no point, and the interviewer mentally checked out at second 30. A rambling answer doesn't just bore them. It signals you can't organize a thought under pressure, which is exactly what the job needs. The fix is a simple 3-part structure: present, past, future. Right now, I'm a data analyst at Acme. Before that, I spent 3 years in finance, where I built the dashboard the whole team still uses. Now, I'm looking to move into a product role, which is why I'm here. 60 seconds, a clear arc. You sound like someone who thinks in straight lines. Mistake 2, and skilled, humble people fail this constantly. Listen, we redesigned the checkout, we improved the conversion rate, we shipped it in 6 weeks. Sounds like a great project, right? But the interviewer is thinking one thing: what did you actually do? When every sentence is we, you make yourself invisible. You credit share your way right out of the offer. The fix isn't to steal credit, it's to be specific about your piece. The team redesigned checkout. I owned the payment flow, and I cut drop-off by 18%. See the difference? We tells them a team is good. I tells them you're the reason to hire. Honor the team, then plant your flag. Mistake 3, the empty self-description. I'm a hard worker. I'm a fast learner. I'm a great team player. I'm very passionate. Here's the problem. Everyone says this, so it means nothing. It's white noise. Worse, vague praise quietly signals you have no real proof to point to. The fix is one rule: replace every adjective with evidence. Don't say I'm a hard worker. Say I shipped the project 2 weeks early by reworking our deploy process. Don't say I'm great with clients. Say I grew my top account 40% in a year. Numbers and specifics don't just sound better. They're impossible to fake and impossible to forget. Show the proof. Let them conclude you're good. Mistake 4, and this one is an instant rejection, even when you're completely right. Why did you leave? Honestly, my manager was terrible. The company was a mess. Nobody knew what they were doing. Every word might be true, doesn't matter. Because in that moment, the interviewer isn't hearing your story. They're picturing you a year from now, sitting in someone else's interview, saying the exact same things about them. Bitterness is a red flag. Full stop. The fix is to stay factual and point forward. I'd learned everything I could in that role and the growth had stalled, so I'm looking for a place where I can take on bigger ownership, which is what drew me here. Same truth. Zero poison. You sound like someone who leaves well, and that's who people want to hire. Mistake 5. The bluff. They ask about something you don't actually know. How would you handle this with Kafka? And instead of admitting it, you fog it up. Yeah, Kafka, so it's a tool we, use for, streaming and data? And then comes the follow-up question, and the whole thing collapses in real time. Interviewers can smell a bluff, and bluffing reads as dishonest, far worse than not knowing. The fix takes nerve, but it wins every time. Tell the truth, then show how you'd close the gap. I haven't used Kafka directly, but I've built similar pipelines with RabbitMQ. Here's how I'd get up to speed in week 1. Now you've shown honesty and problem solving, which is exactly what they were testing for. I don't know, but here's how I'd find out is a strong answer, not a weak one. Mistake 6, and this one is heartbreaking because it's the skilled people who do it most. You bury your own achievement under apologies. I mean, I'm not really an expert, but I sort of helped a little with the migration. It was probably mostly luck. You just took a real win and shrank it to nothing in one sentence. Here's the hard truth. The interviewer takes you at exactly the value you put on yourself. Undersell, and they believe you. The fix is to simply state what you did, flat, no apology, no hedging. I led the migration. We moved 2 million users with 0 downtime. That's not arrogance, that's a fact. Delivered with a straight back. Drop the I'm not really. Let the work stand at full height. Now hear this. Notice that not one of these 6 was about your skills. Not one was about your nerves, your vocabulary, or how polished you sounded. Every single one was about the gap between how good you are and how good you let yourself sound. You already did the hard part. You built the skill over years. All we're doing is making sure the way you talk about it finally matches what's actually there. Structure your answer. Say I. Show the proof. Speak well of where you've been. Be honest when you don't know, and never ever shrink your own work. Do that, and you stop being the talented person who somehow keeps getting passed over, and you become the obvious yes. Quick recap. The 6 that actually get skilled people rejected. Rambling with no structure, hiding behind we, claims with no proof, trashing your old job, bluffing instead of being honest, and shrinking your own wins. Remember the big idea. Your skills get you into the room, but your communication is what gets you the yes. That's the one skill that pays you back for the rest of your life, so pick one of these to fix before your next interview. Just one. If this was useful, subscribe, because next I'm breaking down the perfect 60-second tell me about yourself word for word. You've got the skills, now go make sure they can hear it. See you in the next one.